All right. Want to welcome everybody here to today's event. My name is Paul Dewick, and I'm going to be your host for our presentation today. So most likely you are here because somebody invited you to take a look at some information about a company called Cash Forex Group. And if you are here with an open mind today, then I think you're going to really enjoy the information that we're going to be presenting. My name is Paul Dewick, and I was introduced to this company back in April of last year. And the person that introduced me was a friend of mine by the name of John Kinnear, who I've known for over 25 years. And he's actually the chief marketing officer for this company, CashFX. And I was excited to look at the information, and I had a pretty open mind, but I promptly said no. But my son, who's 19 at the time, looked at the information with me, and he said yes. So in fact, my 19-year-old son decided to grab this opportunity, and sure enough, he was able to get 5 of his friends started trading on the global Forex market with CashFX, and also to be able to learn about the Forex market through our trading academy. And I thought it was pretty exciting to see the success that he had. Now, a little bit more about myself. I've been working from home for the better part of 25 years, and I truly love the opportunity that I've had to travel, to see my children grow up. One of my favorite things was that I got to be a kindergarten dad. And what that means is that when I took my kids to kindergarten when they were 4 and 5 years old, I actually got to stay in the classroom and help out with reading and scrapbooking. I got to be pretty good at scrapbooking, I would say, in a couple of years that I was able to help out in the kindergarten program. And I just had a lot of flexibility over the years to do the things that I really want to, and again, work with the people that I wanted to work with. So when I saw this opportunity, again, I did pass because I had a couple of other things that I was working on, including running an audiovisual production company. However, as most of you are aware, last year in about April, the world kind of went sideways. So my event production company really didn't have any work for probably about a year and a half. We lost about $750,000 over that time. And it just made me conscious again that you have to be very concerned about the income streams that you have. And if one of those income streams suddenly disappears, is there going to be a way that you can recover? Well, in fact, we have been able to recover quite nicely. And the way that we've been able to do that is sharing this information, this presentation that you're going to be seeing here today with people that we care about all over the world. So what I want to do is something, again, that we do all the time, is this presentation is basically the same. And it's designed that you can bring somebody that you care about if there's something here that resonates with you. So let's get started. All right, I'm going to share my screen. And here we go. So, welcome to the global Forex market. If I can get a thumbs up from Andrew that you can see everything good and you can hear me good, thumbs up from Andrew. All right. So this is one of the things that is really neat. Success in the global Forex market is only a few mouse clicks away. Now, I think some of you may or may not know what the global Forex market is, but the fact is that you're all sitting at home and I'm doing the clicking and you just have to watch. So it's a very interesting time in our history where we can actually get together and look at information that everybody can see. So let me get started with the presentation. I'm going to show you a brief video talking a little bit about the state of the world right now and how CashFX can be a great option for you. Here we go.
This year, we are seeing the dream of financial freedom being pushed further and further away for millions of people. Record business closures and massive global layoffs are pushing people's budgets to the breaking point and having a dramatic effect on their quality of life. Many people are being forced to survive on credit, paying today's bills with tomorrow's wages. This is a guaranteed path to financial disaster. Are you currently enjoying the lifestyle that you're working so hard to achieve? In contrast to these statistics, the wealthiest of our populations increase their net worth year after year, and they're able to accelerate their wealth during economic downturns. How is this possible? Financially experienced people put wealth-building principles to work for them, rather than trading their time for a wage. In the following video, we'll introduce you to 2 of these powerful principles and show you how you can get them working for you right away. At CFX, we believe the opportunity to create financial abundance is the right of every person. A better life can begin now. Start your journey with us today. It will be the most empowering change you've ever made.
Well, that's really good stuff. A good background to what we're sharing here with everybody today. Now, I know that we have a lot of people that are guests on the call, and I know that we have people that have been team members with CashFX and involved in the platform. So, if you are a team member with CashFX, put down a 1 in the chat box and indicate which country that you are from, and let us just share with us. Give us a thumbs up if you have enjoyed the platform so far. So here we got people coming in from all over the place. This is fantastic. So what we're going to talk about today, in fact, there are 2 trending industries that CashFX is essentially addressing. Now, number 1 is the whole concept of e-learning or learning online. Now, last year in March, my 17-year-old son, he was sent home from school, and his teachers told his mother and I, you need to homeschool your teenager. Now, I didn't particularly think that was a good idea. In fact, the school agreed because they actually started doing online learning pretty much right after that. And it worked good for the end of the year. And then, unfortunately, he had to do it again last year. And it was a little tedious, but he ended up doing quite good in school. And the reason for that is that typically it requires 40 to 60% less time than learning in a classroom. Now, the industry of e-learning is growing at a dramatic pace. In fact, doing a Zoom like this is a form of e-learning. And this industry is predicted to be a $325 billion industry by 2025. And I think it actually might be higher than that. Now, let's take a look at the other trending industry, and that is trading in the markets. Most people are inclined to have any extra money that they have work for them. You typically don't want to put it underneath a mattress because even with inflation, you're probably going to have less money than when you put it in the mattress. So it's important to find good ways to actually see your money grow. So people will typically invest in things like the New York Stock Exchange, and that has a $20 billion a day daily market volume. Now, all of the equities markets, all of the stock markets combined, that's closer to 200 billion. Now, if you factor in the futures market, 400 plus $billion. But all of those markets pale in comparison to the global Forex market, which is over $5 trillion a day. Now, you might be wondering, what is the global Forex market? Well, Forex stands for foreign exchange, or essentially currency conversion. And probably most of you on the call have done some sort of foreign exchange transaction in your life. If you've ever traveled from your home country to another country, either for work or for vacation, you've probably exchanged your home country's currency with the currency of the country that you're going to. Now, that's a thing that's common. And the challenge is that when you go to the bank, you see the posted rate on the wall. And unfortunately, you never seem to get the same rate that you think you should. And that's because the banks make a lot of money trading currencies. Now, this industry is not limited to the banks and corporations and large companies. There's also people like you and I, over 90 million of us, that trade currencies on their phones and computers on a daily basis. Now, that's a great thing because there's a lot of potential. It's also very highly leveraged, which is something you have to be careful of. And I've had some successes and some failures trading on my own, but it's also historically been proven to be recession-proof. It doesn't really matter what's going on in the world. Even throughout this pandemic, the Forex market has continued to flourish. Now, the company itself has been around now for almost 2.5 years. And when I looked at this initially, some of the things that caught my eye were the fact that we have a purpose of creating a premium academy to educate individuals on how the Forex marketplace works. And I thought that was really, really exciting. Now, the people that introduced this concept are these 2 gentlemen here, Huáscar Lopez and Edwin Abad. Now, in fact, these gentlemen have had a lot of success in all sorts of different entrepreneurial pursuits. Both of them have worked in the direct selling industries, real estate, a lot of different business ventures. But they also have a sincere desire to help people. And one of the things that they wanted to do was to create a company that would help the people that have helped them to be successful, also create a legacy company for the people that they cared about. And that's exactly what they've done. Now, Waskar, of course, has had a lot of success in trading currencies before, and his friend Edwin has actually got a passion for Forex trading. So together, the two of them have created this great entity, and it's pretty exciting to see what they've done. Now, our global headquarters is actually in Panama City, Panama. Now, this is an incredible facility, and it has just been finished. You can see here by the mock-ups here that it is something that's really beautiful. And in fact, talk to the person that invited you, and they can actually show you that less than a month ago, we had our ribbon cutting ceremony there, and you can actually see how this facility actually turned out, and it's a pretty incredible thing. So let's talk a little bit about trading success. Now, one of the things with trading currencies is that it can be a little risky if you don't know what you're doing. Now, I've learned a lot, and I've also learned that you really have to be watching very carefully. Now, one of the things that I really appreciate about CashFX is that they have professionals that trade on our behalf. So they take care of managing it, and they do that in two ways. They have regular Forex trading that they do, and they also do something called EA design and management. Now, EA stands for expert advisor. It's basically a fancy way of saying software. And what these trading systems do, they take some of the guesswork out of trading, and the company has had an incredible success rate over the past 2.5 years. Now, a couple of other things. If you're looking at this as a way to generate wealth for yourself and you want to share it with others, you want to make sure that you've got some good marketing tools. And the company really has you covered there. One of the things that they've done is they've taken this presentation and they've actually made it available in over 25 different languages. So they've got a lot of great support systems in place. They've got a great back office where you can track your organization's growth. You can see the trading results that the company's had. It's pretty cool. But you can see here in the numbers at the bottom, pretty incredible. Over 300,000 active members in 180 countries, 500,000 successful payouts. And one of the other things that's very important is that we own the technology that we trade with. But I think probably to me, what's most exciting, that this company has no monthly fees. So if you're looking to get started and learn how Forex works and take advantage of our education systems and our trading, you don't have to worry about paying a monthly fee. That's pretty cool. So let me show you a brief video talking a little bit about our education platform. Here we go. It's pretty neat stuff what the company has put together. This whole CFX Academy is something that I've not seen in my years of looking at Forex and other types of platforms. But what they have designed is a 3-step trading academy that basically allows you to, right from the beginning, learn the fundamentals of Forex trading, along with some of the technical and underlying concepts behind it. And then you can actually take a look at the Advanced Professional Series, which is going to help you with kind of understanding candlesticks and some of the other technical aspects of it. And then if you're interested, we absolutely have the Supreme Series, which is designed to kind of fire hose you with Forex and Forex education. Now, I think this system is credible. When I looked at this, it says, well, how does one get access to this education platform? And the way that you do that is through a 15-step trading pack ladder that the company has put together. And this trading pack ladder starts as low as $300. And it goes up to a maximum of $100,000. And there are 13 steps in between. Now, when I looked at this initially, I says, well, that's relatively economical. And then when I found out there was no monthly fees, that to me was also pretty incredible. Now, my son, he was 19, as I said, didn't have a lot of money to his name. So he decided he was going to start with $300. And sure enough, he was able to actually upgrade to a $1,000 trading pack within the first month. Now, he did this with the trading gains and also the referral bonuses. And I thought that that was pretty cool. So after a month, I decided to get started, but I got started with $3,000. Now, he didn't want to be left behind, and he actually upgraded to 1,000, 2, 3, 5, 7, 10, 15, 20. And just recently, my son upgraded to a $100,000 trading. Now, I'm super proud of him. He has worked hard, and my daughter has done the same thing. It's been a pretty incredible thing to see as a family how something like this is possible without adding any more funds out of our pockets. Now, that's an option for you, but it's certainly something that's not necessary. So there you have the different trading packs. And what I want to do now is transition a little bit to show you how the rewards plan within CashFX works. All right. Now, there is actually two ways that you can generate income within CashFX. Number one is passively, and number two is actively. And what I mean by passively is this. If you're the kind of person who's maybe more of a wait and see kind of person and wants to check this out before you would actually share it with anybody, that's completely fine. And I've got people that have been passively involved for 15 months, and they absolutely love the CashFX Bear Capital passive participation model. And how it works is this. I just showed you 15 different trading packs that you could get started with. And in fact, you could start with any one of them, and you can earn up to twice the value of that trading pack. So as an example, if you started with a $300 trading pack, you could earn $600 in trading gains. That's pretty great. Now, if you started with a $30,000 pack, you could earn $60,000 in trading gains. That's pretty simple. Now, if you're just interested in the passive participation model, that's pretty much all that you need to know. Talk to the person that invited you, and they can give you details on how you can get started. Now, if you think that you may be interested, today or anytime in the future, to share this with at least one person, there is a myriad of what we call bull capital or referral rewards that are also open to you. So I'm going to show you how that works. Let me give you an example. Let's say that you wanted to get started with a $1,000 trading pack, as you see here on the left-hand side. Well, immediately you are going to be in the Bear Capital program within CashFX. And what that means is that you're going to have the ability to have CashFX start trading on your behalf. And what they're going to do is they're going to take 70% of your trading pack, and they're going to put that into a trading account on your behalf. And so here you can see that $700 is in a trading account. Now, what happens is that every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, CashFX is going to take that $700 for you and put it and trade it on the global Forex market. And then every Saturday, whatever profits have been generated that week, they're going to put those into your account. That's how it works. And this $1,000 trading pack, it can earn, as I said, up to $2,000 in trading gains, or 200%. That's pretty fantastic. Now, you might be wondering, okay, Paul, I started with a 1K pack and I've earned $2,000. Well, what happens after I earn $2,000? Well, there's a couple of options. Option number one is pay a small withdrawal fee and take the profits and walk away from CashFX. Nothing wrong with that. I've had people that have decided that they want to purchase a house or another kind of investment, and they decide, you know what, I just want to see that capital grow. And that's what they do with CashFX. And it's worked out really, really well. But I find that a lot of people are actually interested in continuing, and how they can do that is that they can take part of the profits here, let's say $1,000, and they can use that to upgrade their $1,000 package to a $2,000 package, and they can keep growing and trading. So what happens is people will upgrade and then they'll take some profits. They'll upgrade and take some profits, and they can continue to do that all the way up to a $100,000 trading pack, which is pretty cool. All right, now you're probably saying to yourself, well, there's 70% accounted for. Where does the other 30% of your 1K trading pack go? Well, that actually goes to the bull capital side, and that is used to pay for your education system, the CFX Academy. Now, this $300 is actually split into two bonuses. The first is a $150 fast start bonus, and that's going to go immediately to the person who introduced you to CashFX. It's a commission. It's basically very fair compensation for somebody taking the time to show you how CashFX works. All right. The other $150, that is a Unilevel bonus or a team bonus. And I'm going to explain both of these to you in a moment. But essentially, that is going to go partially to the friend that introduced you to CashFX, but also to the people that introduced him or her to this platform. Now, here's the neat thing. Once you've decided that you want to enroll at least one person into CashFX, you now have access to another $2,000 in referral rewards. So this $1,000 pack that we talked about, which of course is good for $2,000 in trading gains, it can also earn $2,000 in referral bonuses for a total of $4,000. Now, it's not a guarantee, but that's essentially how the platform is designed. And one thing that people do ask is, well, what kind of trading gains can I receive from CashFX? Well, it's very important to note that there are no guarantees in Forex or any kind of trading. In fact, trading on the global Forex market can be risky, but we do have a very good track record within CashFX. But we do have a cap, and that is 15% a week. Anything over and above that is set aside for CashFX. And now that's okay. I'm totally happy with that. We've seen between 5 and 13% over the past 2.5 years, which has been pretty cool. All right, so let me give you a bit of an expansion on the fast start bonus. So let's say, for example, that you get started and you want to enroll your friend, and your friend's name is Sally. And Sally sees the presentation and she's excited. And she says, you know what? I want to get started with a $1,000 pack. Fantastic. The moment that she does that, you are going to get a $150 fast start bonus. And Sally starts getting trading results. And after a couple of weeks, she brings on a friend of hers. And then she comes to you and says, hey, I like what's going on here. Can I upgrade my $1,000 package to a $2,000 package? The answer, absolutely. Because Sally can upgrade whenever she wants to. There's no time limit at all. So it's pretty cool. But the moment that she upgrades from a $1,000 pack to a $2,000 pack, you're going to get another $150 in fast start bonus. And the reason for that is that you earn 15% of any new pack or the difference on an upgrade. So again, I think that's really, really cool, because when she in 6 months upgrades from a 10K to a 15K pack, you earn $750. And when she upgrades in a year or two from 70K to 100K, that's a $4,500 fast start bonus, and that's just off of one person. So in fact, by the time Sally has gone from $1,000 to $100,000, you have earned a total of $15,000 in fast start bonus, and that's just off of one person. So that's really, really powerful. But there's another option. There's a great way that you can generate Unilevel bonus being part of the team. Now you can see here there's a myriad of leadership ranks within CashFX. Everybody, however, starts as an ace trader right here on the left-hand side. And as an ace trader, you are actually able to earn a Unilevel bonus from the first 4 levels of your organization. So your friend Sally, she joins here in your team on your level 1. And you're going to get 10% of whatever the Unilevel bonus, whatever she started with. Now, with that $1,000 package, the Unilevel bonus is $150. You get 10%, which is $15. But again, it's not just you. It's everybody in the first 4 levels of your organization. So if somebody comes in on your level 2, 3, or 4, again, that's 10% for you. But it doesn't stop there. In fact, The first level of our leadership program, which is called executive, you are going to see an extra 20% on the of Unilevel bonus on level 5 and 6. And this is incredible because this is the largest increase in your Unilevel bonus. And it's not at the 5th level like President's Club. It's actually the first level of our leadership program. Now, I've been a manager and I'm currently a director, and those are extra 5%. But realistically, the largest increase in Unilevel bonus happens right here at the level of executive. And I'll share with you how to get to the level of executive in a bit. But somebody comes in on your level 5 or 6 with a $10,000 pack, that's a $300 Unilevel bonus. If someone upgrades to or comes in with a $100,000 pack, that's a $3,000 Unilevel bonus. This is a pretty significant thing. All right. We have one more way to generate income, and that is through our residual force matrix. Now, I confess when I saw this initially, I didn't understand it completely, and it was really small at the start. But this is actually a bonus that is based on people in your organization withdrawing profits. And here's a secret. Everybody, absolutely everybody, generates profits. So that's a pretty cool thing. So what happens is every time that you or anyone in your organization decides to withdraw profits, there's a 20% withdrawal fee. And I thought to myself initially, well, that's pretty significant. How much of that does the company get? Well, believe it or not, this withdrawal fee is not profit for CashFX. It's actually a unique and a deliberate strategy to create a constant residual reward or ongoing for customers and team builders. Now, the important thing here to note is that you don't even have to be somebody who's actively sharing CashFX with others to take advantage of this. In fact, the first person that I talked to, my cousin, he's never brought in anybody, but he generates a significant matrix bonus every 2 weeks, which is pretty cool. So that's a great way to generate ongoing wealth as people continue to upgrade packages and withdraw their profits. All right, here's the leadership program. We touched on this a little bit, how to get to these different levels. Executive is the first one. How do you do that? Well, you personally enroll 3 people and have a total of 25,000 in PGV, or personal group volume. Well, 25,000 in personal group volume is the same as $50,000 in trading packs. And you can do that with 10 people coming in at $5,000 or 50 people coming in at $1,000 or any combination like that. As long as it totals $50,000 in any 30-day period, you get the title of executive. And that's going to give you that extra 20% on level 5 and 6 in your Unilevel, which is really significant. Next level is the level of manager. Now, here's the neat thing. You can't get to manager on your own. You have to help 2 of your people become executive. So it's a great leadership program that actually requires you to lead. Level of director, same thing. You need to have 2 managers. President's Club is pretty significant because you need 3 directors, and so on and so on. But there are prizes actually associated with each of these leadership levels. The first level, the level of executive, once you hit here, the company is going to buy you a brand new iPad. Now, that's absolutely fantastic. Now, if you're not an iPad person, you can actually take 75% of the value of this prize in cash. And that's totally cool if you don't need an iPad. Now, this next level, the level of manager, is a pretty significant jump. The company will buy for you a his or hers Rolex valued at $10,000. Now, I confess for myself, I wasn't much of a watch person, so I did use the proceeds from this to actually give some money away. And that was a neat thing for me. I love doing that at the end of last year. Now, this next level, super excited because I was going to take my wife on an all expense paid trip to Italy. Unfortunately, nobody was allowed to go to Italy last year. So we ended up taking the prize for the cash for this as well. And that's okay. Now, the next 3 levels are pretty significant. They require you to impact a lot of people's lives in a very positive way. But the rewards are also pretty significant because when you hit the level of a President's Club, the company is going to purchase for you anything out of the Porsche catalog valued at $100,000. Now, this is not a Porsche that is going to be leased for you. This is a car that you get to keep. You choose the color, you pay the insurance, and any speeding tickets is also on you. The next level, the level of Ferrari or the level of ambassador, that earns you a Ferrari or $150,000. And last but certainly not least, we do have the Lamborghini Aventador, and when you hit the title of Global Ambassador. Now, this is a phenomenal vehicle. I've driven one of these, not necessarily a great daily driver, but an excellent and exhilarating reward for the amount of effort that you've put in. So that's a cool thing. All right, so let me give you a summary. To get started in CashFX, you purchase what's called a trading pack. And that's going to give you access to the CFX Academy. And that's anywhere between $300 and $100,000 US. And there are 4 ways to generate income within CashFX. The trading pool, that's what we are most known for. CFX trades for you Monday to Friday and pays you every Saturday. And this is for passive customers and team builders alike. And then we have our matrix bonus. And this is residual income based on profit withdrawals within your organization. And as I said before, everybody generates profits. And that's for passive customers and team builders as well. And then we've got the 2 bonuses that are designed for those that are actively building a team. That's the Fast Start and the Unilevel. And there you have it. So what I want to say in conclusion, thank you for attending. Couple notes. In CashFX, you can participate passively or actively. It's entirely up to you. You can also monitor your trading gains and your business growth at any time. We have had over 500,000 payouts totaling over $650 million. And that's in less than 2.5 years. We've got team members in 180 countries. We also own the technology that we trade with, so that can't be taken away in a licensing problem. We have no monthly fees, and you can start with as little as $300 US. So what I would encourage you to do is to follow up with the person who invited you here today. Make sure that you do your due diligence, get your questions answered. And the fact that you can start with as little as $300 does make it affordable for most everybody to get started. So I want to thank you for taking the time to take a look at the information that we have here today. Again, do get your questions answered. That's a very important thing. And just want to remind you that we are on again